Deuteronomy chapter 28. Like, if you totally listen up and do what the big guy's telling you today, he's gonna make you the top dog over all the nations. And OMG, blessings are gonna chase you down and tackle you in a good way. If you're vibing with his voice, blessed in the city, blessed in the fields, babe. Your kids, blessed. Your crops, so blessed. Your cows and sheep, extra fluffy and blessed. Your basket and your snack stash, super blessed. You'll be blessed coming in and totally blessed heading out. Enemies, they'll try to mess with you one way and end up running away screaming in 7 different directions. The Lord's gonna command the blessing to just hang out in your barns and every little thing you do. You're gonna be his holy squad for real, as long as you stay on his path. And everyone will see you and be like, whoa, they are totally on Team God, and they'll kind of freak out. He'll load you up with good stuff. Kids, cows, crops, like abundance city, man. Rain on time, success everywhere, and you'll be the lender, not the borrower. Boom. You'll be the head honcho, not the tail, like always on top, never below, if you just do what he says. And don't go chasing weird gods, because that's how you mess it all up. But if you don't listen to the Lord and ignore his whole vibe, then curses will be coming at you like a gnarly wipeout. City life? Cursed. Country life? Also cursed. Total bummer. Your groceries? Cursed. Your pantry? Sad and empty. Even your kids, crops, and flocks, no bueno. Going in or out, bad vibes both ways. The Lord's gonna send chaos, stress, and yikes your way until you're toast. He'll drop a plague bomb until you're literally off the land. So harsh. Expect sickness, scorching heat, mildew, and sword fights. You'll be running in circles. The sky's gonna feel like metal in the ground, like concrete. Instead of rain, it's like dirt showers, the crunchy kind. Your enemies are gonna own you. You'll be running 7 ways in panic mode. Your body, vultures and beasts gonna treat it like a buffet. Get ready for the worst rashes ever, Egyptian level itchy. You'll be so confused. Where even am I? You'll be groping like a blind dude at noon and nothing will go right. You'll marry, but another dude's gonna get your girl. You'll build a house and psych, not live in it. Your donkey? Kidnapped. Your ox? Toast. Your sheep? Gone to enemy town. Your kids will be taken and you'll just be crying your eyeballs out watching it happen. Another nation's gonna eat your lunch, literally. You'll go totally bonkers watching it all go down. So, like, the Lord's totally gonna hit your knees and legs with this gnarly, unstoppable rash from toe to top, man. And then, whoa, the Lord's gonna send you and your king to some rando nation you've never even heard of, and you'll be like, ugh, why am I bowing to a rock? Everyone everywhere's gonna be like, yikes, that's that dude. You're gonna toss out major seed, but like, get barely anything back because the bugs are totally gonna rage eat it. You'll plant vineyards and all, but guess what? No wine for you, worm party. So, you've got olive trees galore, but no oil vibes because the fruit's just gonna bounce early. You'll have kids, but like, major heartbreak alert, they're heading to captivity. Locusts are gonna demolish your trees and fruit like it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. That stranger in your land, he's gonna be soaring high and you're gonna be crawling low. He'll be loaning you cash while you're stuck begging. Bro, can I borrow some? All those bummer curses? Yeah, they're gonna chase you like crazy. 'Cause you totally ghosted the Lord's rules. They'll be your forever badge of I messed up. 'Cause like, you didn't serve the Lord with joy and a thankful heart even when things were totally chill. Now, you're gonna serve your enemies with no snacks, no drinks, and totally no clothes. Iron collar vibes incoming. The Lord's bringing a nation from way far out, like Eagle Fast, and you won't even know their lingo. They've got major resting grump face. No mercy for gramps or kiddos. They're gonna chow down on everything you've got. cows, crops, you name it, until you're toast. Total siege mode. Your cities, your tall walls? Not gonna help. Things you'll get so bad, you'll be like, I guess Junior's a snack. Even the fanciest bro will turn into a savage, like totally mad at his fam. He won't even share the last bites of his weird survival meat, bro. That delicate diva who wouldn't even scuff her sandal, she's gonna go full mean girl toward her fam. Yeah, she'll be secretly eating her newborns 'cause she's that desperate during the siege. If you keep ignoring the words in this book and don't tremble before the Lord thy God, he's bringing the full-blown plague fest, epic and extra long. You were scared of Egyptian diseases? Guess what's back? Oh, and every other illness not even listed. Surprise, you were supposed to be stars in the sky. But now, it's like 3 of you left. Just like the Lord was stoked to bless you, he'll be just as stoked to wreck your whole vibe. He'll scatter you everywhere, and you'll be back to worshiping stone and would like it's retro or something. You won't find chill anywhere, just anxiety, eyeball stress, and total inner chaos. Your life's gonna be dangling by a thread. You'll be like, is it day or night? I hate both. You'll be all, ugh, I wish it was evening in the morning, and then, can it be morning already? Come night, just 'cause of the horror show your eyes are stuck watching. Then, psych, you're going back to Egypt in ships this time, and when you get there, you'll try to sell yourselves, and even your enemies will be like, nah, I'm good. Deuteronomy chapter 29. So, these are the covenant vibes the Lord totally told Moses to lock in with the Israelites out in Moab. It's like a remix of the Horeb one. Then Moses called everyone together and was like, you guys, you've totally seen what the Lord did in Egypt to Pharaoh, his squad, and all the land, those wild miracles and big-time signs. But your hearts and eyes and ears haven't totally caught on yet. I mean, the Lord led you for 40 whole years in the desert, and your threads didn't even wear out. Your kicks? Still fresh. No bread or party drinks, just so you'd know I'm the Lord your God, duh. And when you rolled up to this spot, Sion from Heshbon and Og from Bashan tried to throw hands, but we totally beat them down. We scored their turf and handed it out to the Reuben crew, the Gad dudes, and half Manasseh tribe. So, hold tight to this covenant stuff and do it, and you'll totally crush it in life. All of you are standing here right now before the Lord, captains, elders, officers, and all the homies. Your tiny tots, your ladies, and even the out-of-towners working the wood pile or hauling water. This is so you can enter into a legit bond with the Lord your God. He's making you a promise today. You're going to be his crew, and he's going to be your God, just like he said to your dads, Abe, Isaac, and Jake. And I'm not just saying this to you guys here right now. It's for anyone who's not even born yet, too. You totally remember the Egypt Deuteronomy chapter and the wild scenes from the other nations you passed on the way here. All those creepy idols made of wood, stone, silver, and gold? Yeah, Majoric. So don't let anyone like guy, gal, family, or whole tribe peace out from the Lord to chase sketchy gods. That would totally poison the vibe. And don't be that guy who hears this warning and still goes, I'm fine, everything's chill, even if I go rogue in my heart. 'Cause the Lord's not going to be like, it's whatever. Nah, he'll bring the heat, and every curse in this scroll's gonna land on that guy. His name? Poof, erased from the heavenly guest list. And the Lord's gonna pull him aside for special disaster mode, singled out from all Israel, just like the covenant says. And when your kids down the line or travelers from far-off lands see all the wreckage and gnarly plagues, they'll be like, this place is straight up scorched, salt, fire, no plants, no grass. It's giving Sodom and Gomorrah reboot vibes. Then people all around will be like, yo, why'd the Lord do that? What's up with that major freak out? And the answer's going to be, well, they ghosted God and broke the covenant he made when he saved them from Egypt. Like, they ran off after other gods, total randos, ones the Lord didn't even hook them up with. So, the Lord got mega mad and dropped all the curse bombs written in this book. He totally evicted them from their land, Fury level 100, and flung them into a new land, and that's where they are now. But, like, here's the deal, the secret stuff, that's the Lord's biz. But what he did reveal, that's ours and our kids too, forever. So we can actually do all T. He epic things in this law. Deuteronomy chapter 30. So like when all these epic things, the super chill blessings and the gnarly curses totally come crashing into your life, and you remember everything I told you while you're vibing out in whatever nation the Lord your God sent you to, and you have this big whoa moment and come back to the Lord, totally listening to his voice with all your heart and soul, and like your kids are into it too, then boom, the Lord's gonna flip the script, bring you back from wherever you've been scattered, and totally shower you with compassion and a comeback story. Even if you're chilling at the edge of the universe, the Lord's totally gonna come get you and bring you back. He'll guide you back to the land your ancestors owned, and you'll totally rock it, like better than ever. And the Lord's gonna do some heart surgery, you know? He'll spiritually snip your heart and your fam's hearts, so you can truly love him with all the feels and fully live your best life. Then he'll take all those curses and toss them straight at your haters, the ones who were all up in your business. And you're going to be vibing again with the Lord's voice, totally living in his flow, doing all the things he said. The Lord's going to load you up with blessings like mad fruit from your fam, your cows, and your crops. He'll be so stoked to bless you again, just like he was with your forefathers. But you got to really listen to him, follow his rules in this book of the law, and turn to him with everything you've got, heart and soul, baby. Look, this whole command I'm laying down today, it's not hidden or hard to reach. It's not floating way up in the sky where you're all, ugh, who's gonna rocket up there to bring it down so we can actually hear it and do it? And it's not across the massive ocean either. No need for some ancient cruise mission just to go fetch it. Nah, the word is right there, in your mouth and in your heart, ready to roll. Okay, listen up. Today, I'm laying it all out, life and good vibes or death and bad news. If you love the Lord and walk his path and do what he says, total win. You live big, multiply, and he'll bless your socks off in the land you're about to grab. But if your heart goes off-roading and you start ghosting God to flirt with other gods, then I gotta say it straight, you're gonna crash and burn in your time in the land? Super short. I'm calling heaven and earth as witnesses right now. You've got life and death, blessing and curse in front of you. So pick life, go for the win, so you and your fam can totally thrive. Love the Lord, stick with him. He's your whole vibe, your oxygen, your time on earth. And if you do, you'll get to live in that sweet land he promised Abe, Isaac, and Jake. Total legacy status. Deuteronomy chapter 31. So Moses stood up, looked at all of Israel, and started dropping some major truth bombs. He was like, okay fam, I'm like 120 years old today, mega ancient, right? I'm not cruising in and out like I used to. Also, the Lord totally said, I'm not going to cross the Jordan. But no worries, because the Lord your God is going to lead the charge and wipe out those other nations before your eyes. You'll totally take over. And like, Joshua's your guy, just like the Lord said. God's going to treat those peeps just like he handled Sihon and Og, those kings of the Amorites. Remember how he wrecked them in their turf? So he's going to hand them over to you, and you're going to follow through on all the commandments I told you about. Be totally brave and strong. Don't freak out or get scared of them, because the Lord your God is going with you. He's not going to ghost you or leave you hand-ginned. Then Moses called up Joshua in front of the whole squad and was like, "Bro, you got to be strong and super brave. You're the one who's going to lead these people into the land the Lord promised their ancestors. You're going to help them lock it down. And don't forget, the Lord is going ahead of you. He's totally going to be there with you. He's not bailing on you. Don't be spooked and don't lose your chill." Then Moses wrote down all this law stuff and handed it over to the priests. Those are the Levites who carry the ark, and all the elders too. Moses was like, "So here's the deal. Every 7 years, during that big freedom fest, the Feast of Tabernacles, when everyone shows up before the Lord at his chosen hangout spot, you got to read this law out loud for all of Israel to hear. Gather everybody, the guys, the ladies, the kiddos, and even the foreigners chill in your towns. Everyone needs to hear, learn, and totally respect the Lord your God and follow the rules. Even the kids who don't know squat yet. This will help them learn to honor God as long as you're living in that land across the Jordan." Then the Lord was like, "Yo, Moses, your time's almost up. Bring Joshua and meet me in the tabernacle. I got something to tell him." So Moses and Joshua went to the tabernacle, and the Lord showed up in this gnarly cloud pillar and just hovered there over the tabernacle door. Full divine drama. Then the Lord said, "Moses, you're about to peace out and chill with your ancestors. But the people are going to totally ghost me and chase after foreign gods. They'll break the deal we made. And I'm going to be super ticked. I'll hide my face from them and bad stuff's going to rain down. They'll be all like, 'Whoa, is this happening because God left us?' Spoiler alert, yes. Totally hiding my face that day because they're off chasing other gods and being the worst. So here's what you got to do. Write this song and teach it to the Israelites. Put it in their mouths so it stands as a witness for me when things go sideways. When I bring them into the land flowing with milk and honey and they get all comfy and overfed, they're going to ditch me for fake gods and wreck the whole vibe. And when bad stuff starts happening, that song will hit them like a flashback. It won't be forgotten. I know exactly how they roll, even before they've set foot in the promised land." So Moses wrote down the song that day and started teaching it to everyone. And he told Joshua, "Man, be bold and strong. You're taking the Israelites into that land the Lord swore to give them. And don't trip. God's totally got your back." Once Moses wrapped up writing the law in that scroll, all of it, he told the Levites carrying the Ark of the Covenant, "Take this book and stash it beside the Ark. It'll be a witness against you guys for real. I mean, I know how rebellious and stubborn you are. If you've been this extra while I'm still alive, imagine the chaos after I'm gone. Call up all the tribal elders and officers. I gotta drop some truth, and I'm calling heaven and earth to witness it. I already know what's going to go down after I'm gone. Total meltdown. You'll veer off the path I gave you and mess things up bad. It's going to make God so mad." And then Moses, with major drama, sang out the whole song to the entire crowd until he hit the final note. Deuteronomy chapter 32. Yo, heavens, tune in. And earth, listen up. I've got something rad to say. My words are going to drop like chill rain, like soft dew that vibes with baby herbs and lush grass. 'Cause I'm shouting out the name of the Lord. Total props to our epic God. He's like totally the rock. All his stuff is flawless. His ways? Righteous justice. He's the real deal. All truth, no shady biz. But the crew? They got gnarly, messed up, and sketchy. They're like, not even repping God's vibe anymore. Ugh, seriously? Is this how you treat the Lord? So lame. He's your dad, remember? He bought you, built you, totally set you up. Flashback time. Remember the old school days? Ask your dad. Your wise old peeps. They'll totally fill you in. When the Most High split the nations and laid down borders, it was all lined up with the number of Israel's peeps. The Lord's portion? That's his squad. Jacob is like totally his inheritance. He found them in this totally barren desert, howling winds and all. But he guided them, taught them, and guarded them like his most precious shades. Like a mama eagle flapping over her baby birds, catching them on her wings, major protect mode. So the Lord flew solo on that, no bogus gods in sight. He cruised with them to the mountaintops, fed them from the fields, gave them honey rock shots and some slick oil, butter, sheep milk, lamb fat, rams from Bashan, goats and prime wheat, and the finest grape juice ever. But Jeshurun got fat and lazy, like thick with comfort. Then he ghosted God. Total disrespect to the rock who saved him. They totally made God jealous with weird rando gods. It was super offensive. They straight up offered sacrifices to demons, not even real gods. Like brand new trendy ones their parents never even heard of. They spaced on the rock who gave birth to them. Totally forgot the God who formed them. When the Lord saw all that junk, he was like, ew. His kids were bumming him out. And he was like, I'm gonna ghost them now. Let's see how they turn out. 'Cause these kids, they're all drama, zero loyalty. They made me jealous with fake gods? Fine. I'll make them jealous with a nobody crew. I'll tick them off with total randos. My fury's a wildfire that's gonna burn down to the pits of the earth, torching the whole landscape, even the mountain's base. I'm gonna rain down mayhem, unload all my divine ammo. Hunger? Check. Blazing fever? Yep. Bitter vibes and beast attacks? Totally. Poisonous serpents? You bet. Outside, swords. Inside, total freakouts. No one's safe, not even babies or old guys with silver hair. I was like, I could totally scatter them to the corners, you know? Like erase their vibes from memory. But nah, the enemies might get cocky and be all, look at us, we did this, and not give props to the Lord. These folks, totally clueless. No brainwaves, no wisdom. Oh man, if only they were wise enough to see where this road goes. I mean, how can one dude chase 1,000 and two freak out 10,000 unless their rock ditched them and the Lord shut the door? Their rock? Not even close to our rock, and even their squad knows it. Their vines like straight from Sodom's badlands. Their grapes are totally gross and bitter. Their wine? It's like dragon venom, full-on poisonous vibes. Don't trip, it's all written down and sealed up tight in my treasure stash. Revenge? Yeah, that's my jam. Payback is mine. When they slip up, it's go time. Their disaster day is coming in hot. But the Lord will totally stand up for his people and chill out when he sees they're wiped out and totally out of moves. And he'll be like, so, where are those bogus gods you were into? The ones you trusted? You know, the ones that munched your offerings and sipped your wine? Yeah, let's see them help you out now. Go on, call them. Listen up, it's just me, no other god here. I do the killing and the healing, the breaking and the mending. No one can snatch you out of my grip. I'm lifting my hand to the skies and saying, I'm forever. If I sharpen my blingin' sword and grab justice with my hand, I'm bringing major revenge on my haters. My arrows, drenched in blood. My sword, snacking on flesh. It's on, from the first fallen to the last captive. Yo nations, celebrate with my people. The Lord's avenging his crew, throwing down on his enemies, and showing major love to his land and peeps. Then Moses and Hosea son of Nun dropped the mic with this epic track for all the Israelites. After finishing the song, Moses spoke again to the whole crew. He was like, okay fam, lock this in your hearts. These words are super important. Teach your kids to actually do this stuff. This isn't just filler, it's your life. Stick with it and you'll totally get to hang longer in the land you're crossing into. Then the Lord hit up Moses that same day, saying, hey, climb up this mountain called Abiram, Mount Nebo. It's in Moab, across from Jericho. I want you to check out Canaan, the land I'm giving the crew. And bro, once you're up there, it's your time. You'll be gathered to your people, just like your bro Aaron was back on Mount Hor. All 'cause you totally messed up at Meribah Kadesh and Zin. You didn't rep me right in front of the Israelites. You'll get to see the land, but sorry dude, you're not going in. Deuteronomy chapter 33. So, this is the epic blessing that Moses, God's total ride or die, gave the Israelites right before his farewell wave. He was all, the Lord cruised in from Sinai, totally beaming from Seir, and sparkled hard from Mount Paran, with 10,000 holy brothers. He rolled in firepower from his right hand. He's so into his people, all his holy peeps chill in his hands, hanging at his feet, and catching every word he drops. Moses totally handed down the law, the epic legacy of Jacob's squad, and he was the big kahuna in Jeshurun when all the tribal chiefs rolled in together. Okay, Reuben, live long and don't die out. Bro, may your dudes not be few. For Judah, he said, Yo, Lord, tune into Judah's cry and bring him back to his peeps. Let his hands have major strength and be his wingman against his enemies. For Levi, let your bling, the Thummim and Urim, stay with your holy man, the one you tested at Massa and had that showdown with at Meribah. He didn't play favorites, not even with fam. He was all about your word and locked into your covenant. He'll teach your rules to Jacob, drop law to Israel, bring incense to your altar, and rock full-on burnt sacrifices. Bless his hustle, Lord, accept his grind, and knock out anyone who steps to him. Make sure they stay down. For Benjamin, God's fave will totally chill safely with him. The Lord will hug him all day long, and he'll hang out right next to him, like shoulder to shoulder, bro. For Joseph, he said, may his land be ultra-blessed by the Lord, with heavenly sparkle, deep underground vibes, sun-ripened fruit, moon-grown goodies, epic mountain treasures, and ancient hill bling, Earth's best stuff, and the divine vibes from the burning bush moment. May all that rain down on Joseph's dome, that standout bro among brothers. He's got the look like the firstborn bull and horns like mythical beasts. With those, he'll totally rally the nations from coast to coast. Ephraim brings the 10,000s, and Manasseh rocks the thousands. For Zebulun and Issachar, he said, party on, Zebulun, in your adventures. Issachar, enjoy your cozy tent life. They'll call folks to mountaintop hangouts and drop righteous sacrifices, living large off ocean bounty and treasure buried in sand. For Gad, bless the dude who gives Gad more room. He's like a lion striking heads and arms with one gnarly swipe. He snagged the Primo land, the lawgiver's territory, and joined forces with the leaders to deliver the Lord's justice alongside Israel. For Dan, he's a baby lion leaping fierce out of Bashan. For Naphtali, yo, Naphtali, you're like full-on blessed and totally vibing in the Lord's favor. Enjoy the West and the South, bro. For Asher, Asher's got major kid blessings. Everyone digs him, and his feet are literally dipped in oil. Your kicks? Made of iron and bronze, man. And your strength? It'll last as long as your days do. No one's like the God of Jeshurun. He rides the clouds to come help, flexing hard in the sky. The eternal God's your safety net, and his everlasting arms got your back. He'll totally shove your enemies out of your path and be like, wipe them out. So, Israel gets to chill in solo safety. Jacob's crew lives in land full of corn and wine, and the skies literally rain dew. Happy vibes to you, Israel. No one's like you, saved by the Lord, shielded and armed with heavenly style. Your haters? Total fakes. You'll stomp all over their high places. Deuteronomy chapter 34. So, Moses cruised up from the chill plains of Moab to Mount Nebo, like all the way to the peak of Pisgah that's across from Jericho, and the Lord was like, "Check this out, bro," and showed him the whole land of Gilead all the way to Dan. He scoped out Naphtali, Ephraim, Manasseh, and Judah stretching all the way to the far-out sea. Then down south, the valley zone of Jericho, city of palm vibes, all the way to Zor. And the Lord was like, "Man, this is the land I totally promised Abe, Isaac, and Jake. I said I'd give it to your crew. I'm letting you see it with your eyes, but you're not going to cross over." So, Moses, God's ride or die, passed away right there in the land of Moab, just like the Lord said. God himself laid him to rest in a mystery valley near Bethpeor. And to this day, no one knows where his forever nap spot is. Moses was 120 years young when he dipped. His vision was still crystal clear, and his vibe still strong. The Israelites were super bummed. They cried it out in Moab for 30 whole days. The morning sesh was real, but Joshua, son of Nun, totally had the wisdom mojo. Moses had laid hands on him after all, and the people listened to him, doing all the stuff God told Moses to tell them. And honestly, there never was a prophet like Moses again. He and the Lord were like face-to-face BFFs. He pulled off the gnarliest signs and wonders in Egypt, taking on Pharaoh and all his crew. His hand was mighty, his vibes were fierce, and he blew everyone's minds with all the wild stuff he did right in front of the whole Israelite squad.